So I had to be real careful of what I say and all this due to the suit. And can't get into more details about that. But, alright. So represent myself or get an attorney. When I talked to the attorney, basically they kind of showed me and gave me a copy of a form that they would print out and what they would send in the courts. And what it does is dispute the claim, okay? So let's go with officer accused me of speeding. Well, I filled out a piece of paper saying, no, I wasn't speeding. Okay, that's the dispute. Now, this is legalese, and this is the way they talk. And this is what draws out some of the courts. Everything's under presumptions and all this kind of stuff. So basically, on the suit, is I'm just going to deny this and this didn't happen. Alright, and I'm just walking back and forth in the streets, code, and outside the house where I can film quietly from people in the house. So we can go that route, and from what the lawyers said, that this is actually an easy case. And I totally agree. This is unfounded case. This shouldn't be happening whatsoever for any reason whatsoever. And the lawyers agreed with me on that. Okay? So the problem is, if we get a lawyer, I voluntarily go into the jurisdictions of the courts with the lawyer. If I represent myself, I do not have to accept the contract. I just put void, don't accept contract, refusal of contract, all in red on the paper, send it to their lawyers, and do a motion, and use a remedy. Instead of arguing the fact, I just come up to a compromise, basically. Now, like for argument's sake, we'll go with the speeding again. So I void their contract of the ticket or a notice to appear in court, the summons. Okay, summons is a contract. So I'll put on there void, refuse the contract, and then I'll go to do a motion and just basically, and this is the easy way. I'll pay $15 for the ticket. Any more than that cause my family harm. And what I did is actually did a remedy for the argument. So I'm not sitting there arguing. I'm just saying, okay, so whether I did or didn't speed, this is what I can do. Okay? Now, I'm making it sound like it's easier than what it is. But it is pretty much that simple. Be honest. It gets a little bit more fancier words than that when you do a motion and all that. You go to court, you just step in the room and basically claim your rights. I come into this court in a special appearance. Here before you is a man. So I still got to work on if I represent myself exactly what I'm going to say in there and word it correctly where it does not accidentally put me in jurisdiction of the courts. What I don't want is be inside the jurisdiction of the courts. So we're going to play this by ear, and again, the lawyer that we talked to seemed like actually it's a pretty easy cutting case, and they can do most of the work. Me, when I'm working, I would have to take off and all that. Now, I can put in there, since I took off work, I can actually turn around and charge them for time off work. So any more than $15, and this will cause my family harm, then I could also turn around and say, on that same emotion, that I'm asking for $500 for my time off work for this contract. And that'd be the deal right there. So, apparently I got a UPS truck. Give me a second.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. What's the name on there?
Frankie Willis? Is that them right there?
No, it's definitely not us.
It says 1502. This is Ross, correct?
This is Ross.
This is not going?
No, this is actually this is
Is
going.
it good? I think this
That is Ross. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I got all twisted around. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. Represent myself. Do not agree to the contract. Special appearance in court. And, you know, basically sit there and say, no, I'm not going to agree to your terms, but this is what I'm going to do. So I set a remedy. Okay? Now, they can argue the fact, and I still turn around and deny their contract. I force them to actually contract with me of my own terms when I represent myself. Lawyers, when they work together, they kind of plea bargain with one another, and they give themselves special deals no matter how much cause harm to others. Whether it's your lawyer or whether it's somebody else's lawyer, they're both on agreement of causing harm to their clients. They want more money, more money, more money. All right. This lawyer I talked to, simple case, they said. So in this case, it may not be more money, but you just never know how they play this out in court. Is it willing to take that chance? That's the hang up. So, and I know I'm rambling off, but I just kind of trying to give basic ideas of what the separation between representing yourself in court is and when lawyers do it. So, reminder, easy term. I do not accept their contract. And then I show up under a special appearance. I do a remedy, which means this is what you want, and okay, well, this is what I'm going to give you. Okay? Lawyers, this is what they want, it sounds reasonable, and we can kind of sit here and dispute this and argue in front of the judge. I'm not going to argue in front of the judge. As of right now. So, it's going to be an easy case, whether I do it under represent myself or be easy case for the lawyers. At least this way, if the lawyers decide to stab me in the back, and me knowing this is an easy case, then I can confront the judge or the lawyer. All right, so I do have an old lawyer in Odessa, and he has not been a very good lawyer at all. He was against us. So we are going to make a phone call that did this case in the first place, and we're going to ask him questions. And unfortunately, I don't know if I could put it on YouTube because it may put some names on there. And I do not have a machine or a download that I can go in and edit names and all that kind of stuff. That's my problem right there, is everything I'm filming right now, I download, it's on there. There's no edit. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this little presentation, and I will keep you guys posted and try to keep all this YouTube problems off and be very, very careful what I say when I do these things. Until the update, see you then. Diesel for Weasel people. Check me out.